Join discord.gg/flatearth and enter a check-in room. Someone will come along and verify you to get involved in the conversation about our Earth.
Jabcho. Jabcho.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hi, Jabcho.
Hey,
Hello, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing quite well, man. How about yourself?
Yeah, really well, my friend. Just very quickly,
Amazing to hear.
Good stuff. Have you went through the welcome page and the rules?
I have. Well, I didn't read all of it. I'm not going to lie because it's a lot of stuff, but I did skim over it. I can pretty much put together what it says, for the most part. I think I have pretty good common sense for the most part. Maybe not,
worries,
though.
No worries, mate. So, quick question. What brings you to our server today?
So, actually, I just began my flat Earth journey. I wasn't as enlightened about a year or two ago when I was going through university. It's just strolling around the internet, and I actually came across this link through a friend I met on Twitter. Yeah. And he invited me in here, and I've just been learning every day the stuff you got posted in here, and it's an amazing experience you guys got going in here, and I want to thank each and one of you guys for having me here and giving me the opportunity to speak today.
Awesome. No worries, my friend. No worries at all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you that voice. Shut up, Kim. What I'm going to do is give you the voice verified role so you can leave and rejoin the server and take control of your microphone whenever you want to, mate.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, no worries. It'll probably take a little bit longer for you to stick around in the server before we give you any more roles. But apart from that, my friends, welcome to the server.
Happy to be here.
No worries at all, my friend. Is there any topics of discussion or anything you want to talk about? Any questions that you want to ask the panel at all?
I'm kind of one question. I'm kind of interested in the question. He said he was in university. If you don't mind, what was your major?
I was doing general business, and then I actually switched to environmental science.
Environmental science. Holy shit.
Yes, sir. Oh. And then after they put me through environmental science 151, which was like basically right after the big intercourse. Yeah. Or intercourse, sorry, the little Freudian slip.
This is a family show.
Sorry, Freudian slip there. But through the course in general, I just wasn't really agreeing with some of the stuff I was being taught. And what I really didn't like is when it wasn't really doubtful, but I would just try to understand some of the things that the professors and even my colleagues were talking about. They were getting irate at more so my misunderstanding. And as we go on, or as I went on through university, that was really what was disheartening to me. Is it didn't feel as much as open education or they wanted to learn. It was more so we're going to implement you into the system, and you kind of just have to believe what we're telling you, whether you like that or not.
The indoctrination system. Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Indoctrination, that was an amazing, I don't know why I didn't think of that myself, but that is the perfect word to use.
Yeah, that's what it is. So you want to see what's real when you go, if you ever go or you run into those professors, ask them for fucking hypothesis, environmental sciences, and then get your corn.
I'm not going to lie, the mic cut out for half of that for what you were saying, and I didn't understand most of it.
Ask them for a hypothesis and get popcorn.
Is it that bad? Is my mic bad again?
Yeah, it's just
maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me.
No, he's roboting a little bit. So he said
roboting?
Yeah,
for a little bit, yeah.
Right now, am I still roboting right now?
No, not right now.
That's a lot better.
Okay, thanks. Refresh. Sorry about that. So what I was saying is, if you're running into those professors, you're ever in that environment again, no intended, ask them for a hypothesis for their discipline. Just one.
Well, yeah, like I said, it was a couple of years ago. I'll never find myself back in a university setting again,
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. But if I do find myself in a scenario like that, I'll definitely keep that in mind 100%.
You better know what a hypothesis is if you're going to ask the question.
Yeah.
Well, before that, do you have like an example of something that, like an example
of something like his trash can or something like that?
Like things I disagreed with.
So what?
Yeah, so I mean, it goes from just environmental things. Like, for example, I think the first people who found tectonic plates weren't the the individual that most Americans are taught. But aside the part from actual biological and scientific things, it's more so the implementation of how. I don't think the system is more so back and it's not where they want to teach you for you to understand it. They more so just want to tell you A and you regurgitate A back to them.
Well,
but yeah, there's other like scientific things I can go into, but honestly, it's just not even worth my time. Like some of the stuff they would discuss.
Sure, they're scientific.
Were some of the reasons scientific? It was a few.
Really? Did they have any hypotheses?
Well, that's the thing is when I would, because maybe it's just the university I went to, but if you press the professor a little more than normal, so say hey man, I got a question. Let me explain. Can you explain this to me a little more? After going about 3 or 4 times, it got to the point where they were like, look, dude, like, how are you just not getting it? Are you just not intelligent enough or something? Or they thought I was trying to misconstrue some information they were saying. So it was just me not communicating things very well.
It was them making claims that there was no method of empiricism to prove that. That's what.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this just is how it is. You know, it got to the point where eventually they would be like, this is what was discovered, and this is how it is. This is what I've been taught, and I'm teaching it back to you. And then I would say, well, I found this article here on this website. Would you mind checking it over? And he's like, no, man, I'm not even going to look at it. Your dumb conspiracy is what he said. I remember it very specifically. And I was just like, well, even if it is a conspiracy, it's educated to even think about it.
Can you give us the details on that instance?
Well, this was years ago, man. So I'm not gonna have the exact link and everything. But like I said, it goes back to the tectonic plate things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was he saying, and what did you find that was contradictory to it?
That was what he that's what he was saying. Well, what the fuck was he saying, Elijah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So essentially, the professor was like, "What the fuck are you even on about?" Not that he actually said that, but the professional way of saying that, and then said, "I don't even need to look over it because I've been teaching this for 10 years, and this is just how it is." You know?
Yeah.
It doesn't. Go ahead.
What was that specifically? Is what Elijah's fishing for, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about with the tectonic theory. I don't think the person that found that. I think tectonic plates have been around since I think the Egyptians have known about the tectonic plates. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's fair to assign the discovery of tectonic plates to things like colonizers from within the last 16.
That's not science. That's not science. That's not science at all.
Tectonic plates. It's taught in the science category at university. At least the university I went to. But yeah, I agree with you. It's not science, so yeah, I agree with you.
Okay.
You have you know what a basin is?
A basin, yeah, I do. I mean, not off the top of my head, like I can't give you an exact definition, but I know about water basins and stuff. You know.
Yeah, it's a bowl.
Yeah,
you know that they call the I guess however they map the seas, they call it an oceanic basin.
Right.
That's deep, man.
Yeah, I say that to say if we had a plane with topography including under the ocean, it's like why would you from that standpoint think that anything is moving?
Oh, well, that's getting there. All right. Let's wind this back.
I'm just saying. All right.
Let's wind it a bit. So, are you in live stream voice tech? Whoever's talking, not Elijah. I know Elijah's in there.
Yeah, the new guy. I've just given you voice verified, so you should be able to see the live stream text room. It's the text room just above this live stream, mate.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm supposed to reference something in here? Yeah, I could see it. The live stream voice text chat.
Yeah, go to the bottom. You're going to see Quantum Eraser, and the topic is, yo, baltards. Don't take that personally. I want to get to the meat of this.
Quantum Eraser. the California Institute of Technology physicist Sean Carroll. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So, from nature.com, the most prestigious quote unquote science journal in the entire fucking world. From California Institute of Technology physicist Sean Carroll. So he's one of the leading quote unquote scientists. Sean Carroll, we're talking highbrow here, not your run of the mill Joe fuckwit. So California Institute of Technology physicist Sean Carroll arguing in the edge that hypotheses aren't simply useful tools in some potentially outmoded vision of science. They're the whole fucking point. So let's say it's true. Obviously, he's a physicist, self-purported up here. They know what he's talking about. So then, please provide, not you, the royal you, please provide a single viable scientific hypothesis in the entire history of either the so-called sciences, right? You follow that logic. Paleontology, anthropology, archaeology, geology, evolutionary, whatever the fuck that is. And yes, I'm still laughing. Biology, theoretical physics, astronomy, cosmology, and astrophysics. And yes, we're still fucking waiting. You see where I'm going with this?
I absolutely do.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's where we're at here.
Mm-hmm.
So, therefore, if neither of these crayon munching licking knuckle dragon can provide at least just a single, I'm not even asking for an experiment. I'm just asking for a single viable scientific hypothesis in any of those disciplines in their entire fucking history.
Test.
If they can't provide one, then where are we at?
And that's up for the Matrix to decide, you know?
It's not for the Matrix to decide. It's for every fog, mere breathing citizen of this earth should be asking, shouldn't they?
Yes.
Is or is you natural science is what I'm asking. And if it is you and you say yes, then you better provide a damn scientific hypothesis. Most Ricky Tick. If you don't, and you're parading yourself as natural science, you are pseudoscience fuckwit religion by definition.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo.
Tags! What is your profession?
See, old friend, I brought more soldiers than you did.